Because I know we have at least one more water extractor in production. I think that production is slowed down when it's waiting for an upgrade. I think that's what's happening here. So we just need to let this happen. The other thing we could do is turn off the food factories for a bit. Which will save us some water. Be interested to see what content you were making 12 years ago when they subbed. 12 years ago, 12 months ago. Hearts of Iron, probably. EU4, Hearts of Iron and Warhammer. I mean, my content hasn't changed that much. Bannerlord. CK3, I'm trying to think like the other regular games that I've kind of introduced since.
Am I capable of reaching an irrational conclusion? In the event of an erroneous input, an irrational conclusion could be reached. But that would not be any fault of my logic, only the input sources. That would explain where Dr. Foster needs to debug.
See you, Bamboozle. Good luck with the move. Hope it all goes well for you. Water reserves are recovering. Steel reserves are recovering. We have loads of electronics now, so I can probably stop focusing those. Okay, now I'm really wishing that there was a... Okay, I'm not focusing parts, electronics anymore. Except maybe down here... Yeah, let's stop you. Okay, water reserves are recovering really nicely now. The real problem really is just steel. Oh, now I'm getting a bit more information about what these things are. Iron's over here. That's silicon. That's chemicals. So yeah, if I want iron... I want to expand out to here, then I can get the coal from here and the iron from here and then have basically steel production here in the middle. Except that's a really potentially underwater area. If and when we get water going. Meanwhile, temperatures have risen by another 10 degrees Celsius. And pressure is also rising. We're at 72 now. Turn those two back on, because our water supply's rebounded. Although I must say I would feel a bit more comfortable if we did have an extra water source. We actually have a lot of water potential down here, so let's build another water extractor here. And then I think another drone bay. here in the middle. There's no drain connections. Yes, there is. It just hasn't built yet. Oh! I see how that works now. There's 6 raw materials and 6 refined materials, so these are probably the raw and these are probably the refined. So you can see exactly how much you've got in storage at each of these locations. Same thing with this. 6 and 6. Plus 2 others. Oh no, sorry, that's less. You can store 4. No, 7. Instead of 8. No, instead of 12. I can count, honest. Need to construct additional pylons. We need to construct something, but I think it's iron mines. Which really needs us going out here. Like, this game's trying to pull me in so many different directions, because I want to expand down to here so I can have that all interconnected. I also want to go over to here. I want to get more water. But right now, I just need to resist building anything, just so my economy can restabilize. The only thing that I'm willing to use resources on is to keep the space mirror arrays going. So the only thing that I'm going to keep on priority right now is the worker production. Every other priority I'm going to turn off. Because that only seems to actually produce workers when it needs workers, unlike the other buildings. It's just like, I'm going to keep on producing mindlessly, which is why we have 240 aluminium now. You're still completely out of parts. Alright, so why am I not getting parts here? Steel. Why am I not getting steel? No, seriously, where's the steel mill? There it is. We are producing steel. We have a shortage of iron. Why do we have a shortage of iron? Because the iron's still being upgraded. Provides energy via good old nuclear fission. Fission plant and uranium. So we can now get the fastest roads. We could upgrade our space. I feel like my technology is getting ahead of where we are with everything else. So let's go ahead and get the greenhouse gas factory, I guess. Which will cost chemicals, which I'm already a bit short on. But steel supply seems to be going okay. Parts production is really low. I think it's steel. I think that steel is the big problem. And the problem with the steel is the lack of iron. And the way to deal with that is to get to the iron over here. And then I think finally I'm going to put another aerological survey there to cover this area. Then what I'll probably do is just scrap this one. It's still going. Nah, we'll just add another. It's fine. But we really need that iron. So what's this? That's probably uranium, right? Yep. So we got uranium, we got carbon, water, aluminium, carbon, chemicals, water, uranium, carbon. There's just no iron. And if this place ever gets going, then I could really do with putting out an aerological survey here as well, but I'm not convinced by this place. I don't know why it's being such a problem, but it's being a pretty frickin' big problem. Why is that rubble? Oh, maybe we did lose some buildings. Or else we got hit by something and it didn't say. Also possible. That would explain one of the reasons why I'm low on water. Or I was low on water, I'm not anymore. Did I queue up level 2 or level 1 mines? It defaults to 2, which you may not have the starting resources to handle. No. So this place was level 1. It's now being upgraded to level 2, but it's taking for fricking ever. I have all the base resources. I have aluminium, I have silicon, I have iron, I have carbon, I have steel, glass, polymers, parts, electronics. All of that stuff is built here. It's just really slow. Has power. I mean, that's actually part of the problem, is it's really hard to see when this area is short on power, because it just uses the global amount. I really wish that if you had a separate colony like this, then this bar down here would update with the resources of this place. Or give me a way of seeing what this colony has versus this one. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it does have surplus.
Soon, I will be able to pump greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This will not be difficult. The humans already did it to Earth, after all. As we release greenhouse gases, the planet's temperature will rise. Then the dry ice caps will dissipate. More CO2 encourages rising temperatures. Just the runaway effect we need.
I mean, we've already kind of done that. I don't know how much the temperatures are going to be affected by that. Oh, CO2 is also increasing the pressure. Isn't it? The largest part of Earth's air is nitrogen, not carbon dioxide. I should be producing nitrogen here. Nitrogen is endgame. Interesting. I love how there's a modern road between those two and nothing else. Frickin' iron, frickin' steel. Is my problem just a lack of workers? I think it probably is. I just don't know how to tell. The other thing that we could tweak is the allocations. Really wish you could lock these. Unfortunately, you can't. There's greenhouse gas. Colony level 2, I guess. Upgrade the roads, but we're struggling to just get the level 1 roads going, let alone the level 2s. We are definitely getting ahead of ourselves in terms of technology. Well done. Awesome. Okay. Successful. Well done, teams. Well done. Doesn't look like there's any more just yet. N2. I thought it was N2, not N3. I just didn't weigh in because I wasn't sure. Oh, we could actually get even more of those fighting bots. Except my military technology isn't high enough, I'll bet. Yeah, okay. So we could get fleets of 100 everywhere. Also, I really wish there was a way of getting these guys to, you know, merge. Right, is there anything else that I need to be worrying about at the moment? Silicon reserves are a bit low. Water reserves are a bit low. Although again, easy to expand, but they're just not being built. Steel. We're just criminally low on steel. There ain't much I can do about it. Because we're so low on iron. Like, the steel mills are going as fast as they can. Demand 67.2 a month. It's because of all the road upgrades. Can I tell you not to upgrade roads? No. Construction and upgrade are all part of the same thing. Well, as long as we keep the parts going, so that we can keep the workers going, it's fine. We'll get there eventually. Oh, and also we're on speed 1, which doesn't help. Let's go to speed 4. Speed 8. Get some progress. Get some stuff made. We're still having power shortages here. I don't think we were anymore. Oh, very, very slight ones. And all of the mines are level 2s. Oh, but half of them are probably also still waiting for steel, which is why the demand is so high. Yeah, we just need to let time pass and just let things happen. Okay, it's officially as cold on Mars as it is in Canada during midwinter. Minus 40 Celsius. Which actually, minus 40 is the one temperature reading where Celsius and Fahrenheit are identical. I think that's minus 40. So it doesn't matter if you're using proper scale or American scale. Minus 40 is the same. I think it's 40. Yep. Which is just one of those interesting, like, pub quiz type bits of knowledge which can come in handy for no real reason. Alright, we now have 57 steel just sitting in storage somewhere. It's the iron that has a 67 demand. The steel is actually keeping ahead. Yeah, more and more of the roads are being finished. That's where the big steel demand was. We have oodles of food, so I don't think we need more of that. Water is rising pretty steadily at this point. I'm tempted to turn off another food factory. I think I will. Just so I can keep the chemicals and the water high. Alright, so we've got another solar farm here done. Now we're working on the drone hive, which are my defenses. And then once this technology... In fact, you know what? Instead of fastest roads, get me level 3 military. Because I do want to get those extra military bots out. Because we have 2 drone centers here, but neither of them have any drones. glass. We're waiting for glass.
This will further upgrade the routes and maximize my worker speed. My productivity is going to get a big boost.
Slightly delayed, seeing as I switched away from road production to military, but okay. Yeah, there's only like 2 or 3 roads that still need upgrading. So the big steel usage is basically gone. I just need to remember not to do that again. Yeah, the metal's probably A, sitting in the solar power thing, connector, blippity bloppity, and roads, and upgrades. We have lots of upgrades waiting to finish. And as the upgrades finish, my mines get more efficient. As the mines get more efficient, the factories get more efficient, just because I have more stuff.
A second tier of military technology. The more we grow, the more important this becomes.
You know what, the military in this reminds me a bit of Caesar 3. Where you just have a banner like these, and you just move the numbers to different places to defend. Similar system. That's a game that could do with a remake, actually, Caesar. Old school. I'm gonna hate myself for doing it. But this is a drone hub that's not been upgraded. And that one. I think that's what I'm going to do in the future, is just upgrade the drone hubs. As long as their connections are fine, that's all you really need. Like this, where it's just literally just the drone hubs connecting.